Yes people, what is going on? Hope you are all good. Today's video is going to be a much more relaxed one. We're going to have a real chill. We're going to talk about some big stories. We're going to have a real chill today. Of course, there was absolutely brilliant performance yesterday from Chelsea beating Barnsley 6-0 in the Carabao Cup. But tonight I've got a very big night on my second channel, which is Craigo28 Sport. The Miami Dolphins are playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars, which I'll be live streaming on my second channel. So please do come and join me for that. So for now, because I'm going to be up until probably 6 o'clock in the morning UK time, we're going to have a little bit of a relax. We're going to have a little bit of a chill out. Let's jump straight into it. The first thing we're going to talk about is Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Ross Barkley both being wanted by Aston Villa. Now there is a Premier League rule that you cannot have multiple players from the same club on loan to your team. So Aston Villa are going to sign either Ruben Loftus-Cheek or Ross Barkley on loan. And I think we all kind of know which one we're picking really. It's got to be Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I want to see him get the form back. I want to see him play regular football. But unfortunately, Chelsea's squad depth that we've got at the moment does not have a place for him at all. And unfortunately, it looks like Ruben Loftus-Cheek is going to be the one that goes on the move. But to be fair, I mean, there is a few Chelsea connections with Villa, so you can understand why he would want to go there. Premier League team that, let's be honest with ourselves, is probably going to still be down there in the relegation zone, but maybe Ruben Loftus-Cheek brings them out of that. I do really think it's a really good opportunity for Ruben Loftus-Cheek to go on loan. Villa, decent club. I mean, they're no mugs, are they? They're Premier League standard. They stayed in the league last year, and although they may get themselves in a relegation scrap again, I don't see it being anything more than that. I don't see them getting relegated, and I think adding the likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek to that team will make them a hell of a lot better. So I generally think it makes a hell of a lot of sense. Ross Barkley, I think a lot of people kind of give him slander. I actually quite like him. He's not a starting 11 player at all, but to bring off the bench you could do a hell of a lot worse. I do quite like Ross Barkley. I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Ross Barkley, one of them next year will have to move on. I think that's just the way that it is. But this season, it's going to be a case of, can Ruben go and do it elsewhere? Show us what he's got, and then he comes back and maybe Ross Barkley moves on. Or Ross Barkley, are you going to continue to do what you can? Ruben Loftus-Cheek maybe doesn't make the grade at Villa. I'm not too sure. Either way, there's going to be a competition between those two. Which one stays, which one goes? I think this season Ross Barkley wins out, but next year Ruben Loftus-Cheek with a full season behind him, hopefully for Villa, without the injury worries, hopefully can kind of stake a claim for himself. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see. It's a very good rumour, and I think it is one that is definitely true. And there's a lot of time to get this deal done because, of course, Premier League clubs have got the ability to trade an extra week after the actual proper window closes, so you can do anything in and around the Premier League involving Premier League clubs. I really like it. There's a lot of time for it to get done. I think it's going to happen. Now let's talk about Edouard Mendy as well. He has signed, of course, I mentioned it the other day. I did a full video about it the other day. 6'6", 28 years of age. Really, really happy for him. £22 million he's come in for. And it looks like he's going to be a good acquisition. Czech has been absolutely vital to this deal going through. There's been a lot of talk about him. When you have got one of the best ever to play the game in your ranks, you definitely want to make the most of it. Although a weird fact came out that Czech's actually younger than Caballero. I didn't actually realise that. It was only when someone said it this morning I thought, oh my god, that's a bit nutty. Anyway, that's just a side note. It's going to be a really good deal for Chelsea. I'm really, really happy he's going to come in. I don't know if he's going to be ready for the West Brom game, so I think it may be Caballero playing in goal for that, and then potentially Mendy plays afterwards. But either way, we've got a really good goalkeeper on our hands now. 22 million, if it doesn't work out, hey, we can always sell him on, you take a slight loss. But Kepa is going to be on his way out of the club at some point, which I think, let's be real with ourselves, Chelsea fans, is what we all want to see. It's not going to work out for him. I've given him 2 years. It's gone on 2 years. It's gone over 2 years now, and I'm still not fussed, I must be honest. So I think a lot of people can be safe in the knowledge that Kepa, at some point, maybe not right now, but at some point, is going to be on his way out of the club, and thank God. We've spoken about Aston Villa potentially nicking one of our players. We spoke about Mendy coming into Chelsea. Let's talk about another player that's going to go out of Chelsea potentially, which weirdly come out today, is Jorginho, who's wanted by Arsenal. There's a lot of people kind of talking about the rumour. Is it real? Is it not real? It's real. There's definitely an interest. There's been no bid or anything like that made, but there definitely is an interest, 1,000,000%. Jorginho should have gone to Man City, of course, where Mikel Arteta was. That deal, of course, fell through, and it does not surprise me to see Jorginho potentially wanting to make his way to Arsenal. It's a different style of football, something that may be a bit more accommodating towards Jorginho in the years to come. But the big thing is, as much as I'm not a fan of Jorginho, he doesn't fit our style of play, which is fine, that's okay, as long as you identify it. You need to move him on. That's chill, but we cannot sell him to Arsenal. We cannot sell him to Arsenal. Willian is going to go and make an impact for them. David Luiz has made an impact for them. I get it. People bang on, oh, it's just a Chelsea retirement home. It's this, it's that. Jorginho's not yet 30. He's not yet 30, so we can't bang on about this retirement home stuff. He's a genuine option for years to come. And even if he only does come off the bench for them, it's still an option they wouldn't have had before. We cannot afford to sell Jorginho to Arsenal, even if the right price comes in. For me, I think he's probably worth 50 million quid, maybe even slightly more, but we have to sell him abroad. We have to sell him abroad. He cannot afford to go to Arsenal, a genuine contender for top four, regardless of what anyone says. Let's be real with ourselves, Chelsea fans. Let's be absolutely real with ourselves. They are a problem. They are a problem this season. And that's fine, that's okay, because it's the old school Arsenal maybe that we should expect. They should be a problem. It's a problem we should be able to deal with, but they should be a problem. Either way, if you go and strengthen that problem, there's less chance of you being able to deal with it. You cannot afford to sell to a big rival in Arsenal. It's ridiculous, it's stupid, quite frankly, it's immature. You cannot afford to let that deal go through. If you want to go and scam them out of 100 million quid, then yeah, maybe. Okay, I could probably be dealing with that, but we're not going to get that. We're going to get 50 million quid. They're going to explore it as an option. Thomas Partey looks like it could potentially be falling through. They want to get rid of Guendouzi and Torreira, both players not going to work in the Arsenal system that they want to play. They want to let go of them both. Apparently there was a rumour about Guendouzi coming to Chelsea, which is a load of old crap. Complete load of old crap. They're just trying to get rid of people and bring in people that fit Mikel Arteta's style of play better. That is what you want to avoid. You want to avoid giving them big assets to make their team better. It's just fact. It's obvious. Partey could fall through. Potentially Chelsea could nick him for that. Don't see it myself, but there we are. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not too sure, but either way, again, same thing with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. There is a lot of time to go in this window where the deal could get done. There's a lot of time to go, but we cannot let it happen. For God's sake, you cannot let it happen. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it from me. Of course, a very impressive game against Barnsley last night. Didn't bother a dinner review because, I mean, the results spoke for itself. They were a very decent side, but we managed to find our way through them. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, not 5 times, but 6 times. Kai Havertz finding the net 3 times as well. Just brilliant. We did so well, and I'm really happy to see that. It's a positive result that Chelsea needed, and hopefully we're going to take that into the West Brom game and the games coming up afterwards. We've got Man United in a couple of weeks as well. Need to be worried about that because it's a big game and it's a really big opportunity for Chelsea to stamp our mark down. If we can continue this little bit of momentum with people scoring goals, it'd be absolutely perfect. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me. Please do make sure you subscribe to this channel and Craigo28 Sport as well. I'm trying to push for as many subscribers as I can for that one. I'm not going to give myself a target, but as many subscribers as possible by the end of the NFL season, which is the new year for anyone who doesn't know. Trust me, it'll be absolutely massively appreciated. But for now, take care, subscribe to both my channels. I'll see you back here for loads more Chelsea content. Come on, you Blue Boys.